Getting ready to do a walk around of this 1967 Catalina. It's a pretty cool looking car. It's all customized. 5.7 350. What I like to do in these videos is point out any kind of flaws on these cars so you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. If you haven't already, check out the test drive. I just went down the road, pointed out any kind of flaws, told you whatever works on the dash. We're gonna start right up here. The front end's not too bad. You can definitely tell there was a sticker right here on the bumper at some point. But the bumper still looks pretty good. Looking around on the hood, you can see a couple little chips. The paint's in pretty good shape, just other than right here where it butts up. The chips from shutting the hood. Same in this area. Got an aftermarket set of wheels on it to match the car. They were painted to match. Super clean outside and on the inside. If you don't like these wheels, we got more that we offer here. So we got a lot of wheels and tires. You can check that out at our website as well. You can see they put pinstriping over a couple of these little holes right here where an emblem was, or something was there. A little pitting on this trim. The rest of the trim looks nice and clean. I guess they had a leak at one point because there's silicone right up here underneath this trim, just in that corner. See the trim's hanging off right here at the bottom of the door. Needs to be put back on. A few paint chips down in the cracks around that top here. Paint's not too bad on this one. Checking the back, the bumper's in good shape back here. Pretty nice looking, dual exhaust. Looks like fairly new tips. It almost looks like it had a stripe going down the center. You see that little bit of a haze? Pretty cool looking. Little clear coat chipping right there on the edge of the trunk lid. Some drum brakes all the way around on this car. Little pitting on the door handles. Car's really not in too bad a shape. A little extra paint was added there. You can see the tried to run on them. We'll go ahead and open the hood here if y'all give me just a second. It's a big heavy hood. You pull the latch right up under the front here. All right, there we go. It's got a lot of neons, little LED strips all over the car. Underneath there's LED strips. I haven't been able to figure out how to cut the underneath lights on. It's got a pretty loud horn. It is set up. Got a nice exhaust system on it. I haven't tried the AC out. Chrome alternator, power steering, 5.7 350. It's pretty nice connections for your battery. Like I said, the hood's in great condition there. So Under the hood looks nice as well. We're gonna open her up. I'll show you some of these buttons and stuff. The window here is off track. It's not perfectly on, so if you roll it down, it literally tries to come out. That's gonna have to be taken care of, taken apart, and fixed. Of course, we don't have nowhere to work on stuff like that up here. We just buy and sell, so that's gonna have to be that way when I sell the car. We got a set of Alpines in the back. All the windows are tinted. It's nice and dark in here. See that front window there's a little bit lighter tint on it, probably to keep you legal. Carpet and stuff's been replaced. That door panel's definitely had some upgrades. All billet accessories. You got your lights under the dash to match under the hood. Here's your horn button. It's pretty loud. You got a bass knob down here. He had a system in it at one point. It's not there anymore. Aftermarket steering wheel. A little set of gauges under the dash. Your thermostat's not hooked up. It's just, it wasn't reading out. It stayed exactly where it was. The battery gauge did work, and the oil pressure did come up. It was reading 40 while we were riding. Your speedometer does work as well. Nice new dash pad in it. So he's got some tweeters down there in the floor. You do have the face of the radio in the office, the equalizer right below that. Looking around in here, the headliner's in great shape. It's not all wrinkled up. There was a spot back here. It's hanging a little bit, but for the most part, it looks good. Got a good exhaust system to it. I couldn't get the windshield wipers to cut on, so I'm gonna say they're gonna need to be worked on. Could be in the switch, could be in the motor on the windshield wipers. Of course, your horn button's right here, the red button behind the dash. Underneath here, you got a switch right beside the radio that cuts all those LEDs off. So they're off under the hood right now. Now they're on under the hood. Right behind here, if you listen, that pops the trunk. There's a button right behind here that pops the trunk. We're gonna go check that out real quick. You can hear that fuel pump whining back here. It's kind of loud. Power cap. He had a stereo system, but back there's a bunch of wires that are hooked up for a subsystem if you wanted to put it back in here. I was looking at the trunk, showing signs of some rust that was in here at one point. There's a couple little holes down in here. Down in here. You will need a trunk pan eventually. These trunks are huge. Majority of it's in good condition, but it's all been sprayed, so I don't know where it's weak and where it's not. I just see where the holes are. And I wanted to show you all that. There's some more right up here. Huge trunk. You got a good seal around it. It seems nice and dry. There is a little bit of water in here, but for the most part, it's keeping a lot of it out. But that's the only way to open the trunk is that button. It's electronic. It has been raining. The car's not smoking. It's just cold out here right now. I think it's 45 degrees. Nice quiet motor. Sounds like your belt's squeaking over here. It could be one of the pulleys. It's coming from that AC unit pulley, it sounds like. All right, guys. This is gonna conclude my walk around video. If you haven't seen my test drive, please check it out. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. I post videos like this every single day. I appreciate y'all watching. Check my website, maplemotors.com. 100 detailed pictures, financing information, transportation information, the wheels, the tires, the parts, all that stuff is on that website. So please check that out. And if you have any other questions, give me a call, 615-822-4444. Thanks again, guys.